Do you think the government does need to address this problem on a nationwide basis like they're trying to with LVRs and things like that, or do you think it needs to have a more localised solution?
LVR, OCR, all of that, we scratch our heads in this region, we're wondering why? Why? Do we really need this? And we know that we don't.
Right, so what do you think the answer might be?
Sorry?
What's the answer then?
Well, you could all move to Wellington or start investing in properties in Auckland.
And that's what New Zealand First says, that, you know, perhaps we should implement a policy of regional growth. And that's what New Zealand First is talking about. Okay. That's something that you haven't done in the budget. It's about regional growth. Get those houses in Wanganui, those beautiful villas that can go for $360,000.
Two things. The most important thing around housing is keeping interest rates low. And the whole point of the budget is keeping spending under control. That keeps interest rates lower for longer. The second thing is we go on about migration. You know, ever since I've been involved in politics, it's been about trying to stop the endless outflow to Australia. And here we are today, we're fixing it, and there's virtually nobody net going
Andrew,
to Australia.
That is a good point.
We should celebrate it, not complain and grizzle.
That is a good point.
The Minister of Finance said the other day there's going to be another more than 42,000 people coming in the next year, immigrants.
It's just
a big chunk of those will head to
But more Kiwis are staying home, and that's a great thing. And that is surely part of the policies of the national government, Andrew.
Not necessarily, no, not at all. I wouldn't say that. It's because the Australian economy is on a decline.
Shane, John Key bought his first home for $260,000. David Cunliffe bought his first home for $97,000. How much did you buy your first home for?
The first home that I owned, and I still am an owner of it, was purchased from my mum and dad next to the marae in Awanui. I think it was 50K, and it was in 1988, so you can imagine what the interest rate was then.
Probably 22%.
What were the interest rates? Around about 20, 25%?
Yeah, my two mates are saying that they're over 20%. Yeah. But look, the political parties are going to have a contest of ideas about this. My colleagues are going to take forward the kaupapa of a capital gains tax. And I think we all agree that we want the next generation to bring their kids up in homes that they own.
100,000 homes. Kiwi build. That is a policy. That is a brave, courageous policy, Paul. What do you say to that? Why can't National do something like that?
I'd sooner have the government selling the food in the supermarkets than building homes. Governments don't build homes. They're not real estate developers. We'll leave that to the private sector. They do a much better job.
All right.